Oh, they are all over me, man. They are all over me. And it definitely has to do with people who I met when I first got here. And they're going to kill me, and they're going to steal my intellectual property. They will do it. You'll see it. So who's ever watching this, I'm probably already dead. You know what? You got the whole alfalfa thing going on. Yeah, that's right. Dead End Kids. I wrote a song called Back Alley Kids because I was a back alley kid. And I don't care who buys my book, bro. All right, let's get to the properties here. So this is really troubling to me, LA 44. I want to make sure it's clear. You have the twinsies, and that's a different character. I saw Jay Farrow, and he's doing a game show. Good. Keep it up. You got to keep him working so people are familiar with him. He's perfect for the game show. But just like Jamie Foxx, it's like when it's like when we call, he'll show up. That's the best thing about that guy. It's amazing how Jim Carrey and Jamie Foxx have been working the same amount of years, but everyone's like, Jim Carrey's a critical darling. Look at Jamie Foxx, man. Jamie Foxx should be a critical darling too, right? Shouldn't he? That's right. But anyways, I don't want to confuse this. Killor Cop he goes off on, before you go to off on recon, you got to go off with your partner. I mentioned the Phoenix programs. That's recon. You're going by yourself. That's what the Willem Dafoe character did, right? With Oliver Stone. Okay? He went off by himself, didn't he? And that's why he was murdered. So before you do that, you're a grunt like Charlie Sheen. I'm talking about Platoon. I love Oliver Stone. And right? So this Killor Cop guy, he's in the military. And he goes out, and they're sitting back to back, right? Sitting back to back like Maestro. I just watched Maestro, and I just watched Tar, which is Char, because there's a little umlaut or accent over the A. Char. I wanted to see Tar first, but I ended up seeing Maestro first. And I didn't watch the end of either film. I'm really angry, man. There's films I want to see, but all right. So he's out there with his partner, and they're sitting back to back, and he's a grunt. I'm doing backstory, guys, for LA 44 and the Killor Cop. He's EMT, and he wants to become a police officer, and they won't let him. Just like with me, and I deal with people in the government all the time, and they're quote-unquote running game, which is running lame. I keep trying to tell you that. And I hope Doge comes in, and I hope you're replaced by AI because you're garbage, and you have no morals and ethics. But that's not going in here. Right? They do show that, but it's like they show it in a way that, as I said, man, I'm playful. We're creating this. And when Killor Cop is young and he goes out there, his buddy who's sitting right behind him, he's dead. And he doesn't want to. Right? So at the beginning, the character, when I was developing, I'm like, well, it's going to be another part of his own personality. And I had to play that when I was making little films. Right? But I'm like, no. He's haunted by his partner who's dead. That's who's haunting him. And then you have the Jay Farrow character who's two twins. One is a cop, one is a criminal. I didn't see you bringing up Joseph Jasmine, who was terrorizing my family by exposing his penis and helicoptering it all up and down the street in my neighborhood. You were talking to Greg Rupert. You weren't talking to him. I guess, huh? Oh, wow, how convenient. Like I said, man, your barn or your house might burn down with you in it. Hey, man, it's got nothing to do with me, man. All these people are running game. You call yourself a Christian, and you believe in karma. You reap what you sow, right? But you want to torture somebody, and you think that's Christian? That's why I say, man, you're done. Your religion is done. Okay, so this is his buddy, and that's who I'm playing. When I have a video up, it's a short video. It's called Killor Cop, right? It's spelled that way. Now look at it, please. I'm playing his friend, the guy who's dead. And he goes out there to reconnaissance, but he's young grunt. He becomes reconnaissance as he gets harder. Just like Stanley Kubrick, right? Just like Stanley Kubrick. Isn't that right? Just like Stanley Kubrick. The skull, when you become hard, right? He has it in all his movies. It's called the Stanley Kubrick skull. Isn't that it right there? Isn't that Stanley Kubrick skull? Right? Yeah, right? Right? And that's who Killor Cop becomes. Don't forget, it's based on Jekyll and Hyde. So that's why I had it be a part of him. But we're developing this character, and I love this motherfucker. He's in LA 44. And he's out there doing his reconnaissance. His partner dies. He doesn't want to ever admit it. And that's why the partner to the song by Rod Stewart, he's going, First Cut is the Deepest. Sheryl Crow did a wonderful version. He said, there's nobody with you. You're by yourself. You got to figure it out. Because when he's sitting there, he sees the blood of his partner. And he's just in the middle of a conversation. His partner's, right? Because he's got 180 right here. And his partner has the other 180. That's 360. And he doesn't want to realize that he'd face that he has to take care of the 360 now. He doesn't have a partner anymore. And that haunts him. No matter how hard he becomes, just like all of us, right? All right. We put on this veneer of that we're so tough, right? But deep down, we know, right? We're not fake sociopaths like my wife and her lummox brother, right? We're not fake sociopaths like these black guys, these rap guys, think that they're all hard and tough, right? Because if you're told something long enough, you're going to become that thing, or what you are, right? Ain't that right? Was that they were banking on that for me, right? Was that supposed to be my gift down in Florida at Ponte Vedra Boulevard? Hatchet Face from John Waters. I love John Waters. I love that guy. Right? So, people in the LGBT community got mad at Divine. Because, was she LGBT enough? They were like, "Mate, you're a cross-dresser. You're not even trans." You see what I'm saying? So, right? Anyway. But that's what this Killor Cop is. And just like me, they're forcing me to close my bank account. They said, you can't have EBT in a bank account. I'm like, really? Because last time I had a $3,000 car, you didn't seem to fucking mention that then, eh? Right? This is true. This is my real life, man. This is whatever, man. I don't want anything from you, man. Just get involved in Coinbase, please. It has nothing to do with me. You got to look to the future. It's all about the future, right? The old man planting. Right? So that's what this character is about. He's being haunted by the guy who died. And you don't know that because you have to slowly reveal this to the audience. You're like, what the fuck was that? Just like I was studying bat guano in the 1980s. Going to the library in Detroit. Check with the library. Oh, you don't talk to the librarian there, right? You talk to Greg Rupert in prison, but you won't talk to the librarian in downtown Detroit, huh? Yeah, who I dated after Heidi Bloom. Gee, I don't know. Is it Heidi Bloom or Jimmy Doom, whose ass is as big as a couch cushion now? Back in the D. And F you, man. Anyway. So, and again, I want to make sure it's clear. This Golden Years is about Lenny Kravitz because he makes it look so simple and easy. When other people like me and like, Johnny Depp, it's like we struggle to do what Lenny Kravitz could just picks up a guitar and just does. And that's the crux to the character. Like Lenny Kravitz is a great actor, and he should be like the next door neighbor character. I told you about like Tool Time. I always talk about that, right? Right? He should be the next door neighbor. He's like, oh man, you want to come over and jam with us, man? He's making it look easy. And the guy who's resentful, he's like, no, I got something else to do. Because he's mad because Lenny Kravitz just does it. Right? And it eeks in his craw, right? Right? Say, man, right? Eeks in his craw. That's a word. C-R-A-W. Right? And I'm going to write the song. It's called Scarecrows of L.A. For, which one? Shit, I don't know which one. Oh, for LA 44. Right? Because of the bad drugs and all that. And the radiation that's coming. I just want to solidify this character. I love this character. And I'm performing this character. That's what I'm doing in my videos. And I'm developing him. And the person who's haunting him is the person that he went out with as a grunt before he became reconnaissance. That's who's haunting him. It's not Jekyll and Hyde, how it started. And he does have to take medication. And he keeps going, and man, I want to be a cop of Veterans Affairs. I'm a veteran. They're like, nah, we're going to keep you an EMT. And what's the reveal? He's an EMT guy, that he was out during reconnaissance and he became a cannibal. That's the reveal. Right? And he had to eat because he was afraid. He didn't want to eat plants. There was no animals out there. And they told him, be careful, you know, there's insects out there, man. They're poisonous. They'll kill you. So he couldn't eat snakes. He didn't know anything about it. But he knew that he could eat his friend because he was dead. And he had to eat him when he was out there. But you know what the best reveal is? When they reveal about 23andMe, like I keep trying to tell you about people like Aubrey Plaza. That's why I made that video. Okay, it's not racist. It's because I took 23andMe. You're gonna reveal that this Killor Cop, he had somebody in the Donner parties. A well-known, like, right? Somebody who's a well-known cannibal. The Donner Party is in his haplogroup. Do you see? This is how I develop characters. And it takes a long time. And I'm here to be a muse to people who are creative, not some four-leaf potato literalist who's in the mesh that I busted. It's called Gotham. That's what it's called. And it puts you in the... I had the sheriffs roll up on me. I'm like, grievance Gordy, YouTube. She's like, so, asshole. She didn't care, right? But I was in the mesh, and that's why they rolled up, because we were like hanging out back there. I don't break the law. I had to explore this so I could become a better writer, because I'm an immersion journalist. That's what I am, a real journalist. Because that's what you're supposed to be. And Peter Thiel bought part of, I think, MSNBC, because he said, man, I want that real journalist to come back. I'm tired of this partisan bullshit. There's a lot of things I like about those guys, and there's certain things about the Meta app that I don't like. Okay? So, just like anything. It's like, hey, man, I want to be critical of you. Oh, my God, are you totally against it? Put on a beret and change your name to Shay. No, man. Take it. All right? So that's I have to do 2 episodes on, right? Because these schmucks. All right? So I'm getting to everything. I'm ready to go, guys. I am ready. You can see that I'm totally ready. And Golden Years is all about Lenny Kravitz. He's the one who had the song called Rock and Roll is Dead, man. And it is dead. As I'm saying, the book ends to the White Boy Blues. And with this show, you got people like Jack White, who's already a seasoned actor. You got, who's that other Peckerwood from Michigan? Whatever, Kid Rock. You got them all showing up in this show. You got the lead character going through his Golden Years now. He's going through his phone book. And he's like, holy shit, man, I got Axl's phone number. And he looks up and he calls it. And you got the real life Axl Rose answering the phone. He's like, hello? And the guy's like, Axl? He's like, yeah, who's this? He's like, this is me. Me who? Oh, yeah, I kind of remember your band. Didn't you fucking, something happened like on stage where he shit his pants and he had to like leave? You know what I mean? He's like, and he gets mad. You remember that? Why? Because there's a guy from Hamtramck, Michigan, who looks like Big Bird on Sesame Street. Jack, oh, you remember? He picked up our record and threw it back to us during the Buzzcocks concert. Oh, yeah, we did Buzzcocks, right? Because I'm so LGBT, right? Because you got a crush on me, right? And he threw it back to us. It's supposed to be like, oh, guys, you were so humiliated. I wasn't humiliated, motherfucker. I was too busy writing songs to be humiliated. So I know what your little scuttlebutt is. And he went right to the police department. Everything that these cops are acting like I am came from Jason Clifton and Jim Hicks. I'll burn your fucking house down. How about that? Now it's on video. Now what? I'll break off a table leg and I'll bludgeon you with it. And I'll max out like Spade Cooley. A Spade Cooley killed his old lady. I would never do that. I would never do that. Right? You guys forgot one thing. You know Max Cady? Max Cady? Right? That's who they try to make me into, Max Cady. You want to make me into Max Cady? See, you forgot about Cape Fear. You forgot about Max Cady and Cape Fear. Right? Guess where they were? The same place where the Lumbies are from. North Carolina. And that was the whole point. That was the whole point of him going through the marsh. Just like Henry Barry Lowry, whose blood pumps through my veins. Well, I got a lot to say. You want to talk about the flesh and the blood of the Christ and the Lord? What's his body? His body's bread. What's his blood? His blood is wine. Why? Wine's an intoxicant. Did you ever talk about it? Did you have an adult conversation? Or are you too busy listening to platitudes coming from some moron who's got the pulpit? Yeah? What kind of bread is it? Huh? What kind of bread is the body of the Christ? What kind of bread is it? Huh? Does it have yeast? Cheers, everybody. I'll see you next time.